Andrea Lannom is a legal reporter for the West Virginia Daily News, joining us on our newsline this morning. Hi, Andrea. Nice to talk to you.
Hi, nice to talk to you, too.
So what is the situation now? Do we have an all-clear sign out in Charleston?
Not yet. It does look like they have cleared most of the areas, which is really good news to a lot of people, because I know I'm ready to get back to normal.
I'm sure, yeah. I mean, you could just not use the water for any purpose whatsoever, correct?
Yeah, the only thing they had cleared was that you could flush the toilets with it, but other than that, you can't do anything with it.
What do people?
I've actually been commuting an hour outside of Charleston.
Wow. You mean to get water?
Yeah.
To live somewhere else? Yeah, we're going to say, what did people do? Just water for washing, for drinking, for washing their babies or whatever.
Well, there's been a lot of people who are getting bottled water. I'm sure you've heard of all the people coming in and helping us out with that. And other people like myself have traveled outside of the affected counties and just got water wherever they could, in hotel rooms or with family.
And there's a lot of stories about the fact that there were warnings. This must be your beat as a legal reporter for the West Virginia Daily Mail. There had been warnings about this plant before the spill, correct?
That's what I'm getting from some of the lawsuits. Some of these people are saying that they've had problems with this licorice smell in the area before. And I've heard, I was trying to think, I think one of the plaintiffs said they had smelled it since 2008.
Whoa, right. And no action was taken? Is this plant, this plant was still operating, correct?
I believe so.
And this was a storage tank or something where this chemical had been contained?
Yes, and one of my coworkers had written something, too, saying that Freedom had set aside, I think, $1 million in order to repair it, but I guess they didn't get a chance to do it in time.
Oh, I see. They had the money to repair it, but they didn't get around to doing it, huh? Yeah. You say lawsuits. Are these lawsuits being filed against, is it against, who's responsible here? Ultimately, the chemical company, I guess, but the city, the state, or all of the above?
I think that's what a lot of lawyers are trying to figure out right now. Most of the lawsuits that I have seen have just added Freedom Industries and West Virginia American Water Company. But there have been others who have been added. I think the most recent one, which one of our West Virginia delegates had joined, let's see here, they had Eastman Chemical, which is the chemicals manufacturer, on the list. Right.
Is that the name of the company? I didn't realize. Freedom Industries?
Yes.
That's ironic, isn't it? Yeah. And so this spill occurred in, just to get it straight, in the river, upstream, in the river from which water is taken for the drinking supply for Charleston. Is that correct?
That's how I understand it. They said that the chemical leaked into the Elk River and it had made its way into the West Virginia American Water Company's treatment plant, and then then the rest is history. It made its way into areas in 9 counties.
9 counties? You know, so don't you think the water agency, right, might have noticed there may be a problem with the water before they started feeding it out to families in that area? I mean, isn't that their job?
Well, and that's what a lot of people are taking issue with in some of these lawsuits, too. They're kind of faulting the water company, saying that you should have known this was going to happen, and that's what they're asserting. Yeah,
either known it seems to me, either known it was going to happen or prevent it from happening by, again, as they bring the water in and they treat the water and they send it out to the community, you'd think at that point there'd be some quality control, no? I mean, I don't know. I'm not a lawyer. I'm not a legal reporter, but I could see some real case for a very pretty strong lawsuit in this after this spill.
Yeah, but my recent count, there's been 24 lawsuits and 1 current federal suit against it.
24 lawsuits and 1 federal suit. Okay.
Well, there's been hundreds of people calling.
I'll bet, yeah. Andrea, that's going to keep you busy for a couple of years, probably. I'm telling
Oh, yeah.
you.